Good morning, students. In the AE lab, so far we have discussed the 6 experiments. First experiment is VI characteristics of PN junction diode. Second experiment is full wave rectifier with and without filter. Third one is CE configuration. Fourth one is inverting and the fifth one is non-inverting amplifier. What is the sixth one we discussed? CRO also we discussed. That is the first experiment. Then I am going to talk about the 7th experiment and the 8th experiment. 7th experiment is, experiment number 7 is frequency response of CE amplifier. What do you mean by CE? Common emitter amplifier. The 8th experiment is same. Experiment 8. Frequency response of CS amplifier. CS stands for common source amplifier. This is using BJT. This is using FET. FET stands for field effect transistor. BJT stands for bipolar junction. The procedure remains same only. Simple thing. Here we are using the BJT amplifier. Here we will be using the FET amplifier. That is only the change. Remaining procedure, calculation, everything is same. Circuit diagram, we have to have the circuit diagram with the BJT. We need to have the circuit diagram with the FET. Everything is same. Then what we are going to do? So here what it is, a frequency response of CE amplifier. That means what? On the breadboard we have to design the CE amplifier. CE amplifier we have to design the circuit on breadboard. So fortunately we have the kits so that is already manufactured the CE amplifier. So first thing, step 1, what we have to do? Step 1, we have to do that whether it is making the amplification or not. We should verify. Step 1. It is CE amplifier, right? Yes. What is the main function of CE amplifier? Basic function of CE amplifier? It has to amplify the signal. Amplification means it has to strengthen the weak signal. That means what? In step 1, we should give the weak signal, that is sinusoidal AC signal which will give. So if it is a proper amplifier, what is the function of the amplifier? It strengthens the signal. Step 1, first we should verify whether it is making the proper amplification or not. We should verify. Input side, we have applied the signal, right? What is the signal we have applied? Sinusoidal signal we have applied. Sinusoidal signal we have applied. So that input side we have to calculate amplitude of this signal. What is the formula to calculate amplitude of the signal? Number of vertical lines into volts per division. Number of vertical divisions into volts per division. From this we can calculate amplitude. And we can calculate F also. F is equals to 1 by T. That is what? T is a time period. T is nothing but number of horizontal divisions into time per division. Number of horizontal divisions into time per division. Once you know the T, then you can calculate the F. This is what? Once it is providing the amplification, you should calculate what is the amplitude of the input signal, what is the frequency of the input signal. This is clear. Now we have to apply this as an input for this, as an input for what? Amplifier circuit. This as a we have to apply this as an input for the amplifier circuit. If it is a good amplifier, it makes the amplification obviously. Then output side what we have to study. Then we have applied the input we have applied 10 millivolts or 50 millivolts we have applied. Output side it has to provide more than 50 millivolts, then only it is an amplifier. I hope I am clear. Input from the CRO I have calculated that is about 50 millivolts I have. That is applied as an input for the amplifier. So that I must get more than 50 millivolts if it is an amplifier. So that you should calculate. Output side you should calculate what? Again you should calculate amplitude. Clear? Then we are calculated output. Then what is the actually aim of this experiment is what? Frequency response of CE amplifier. Now what we have to do? By changing the input signal frequency. By changing the input signal frequency, we have to verify its output. That is only the process. If the input side, for example, input side we have what? Earlier, whatever we have applied the frequency, assume that this is at 1 kilohertz. At 1 kilohertz, we have applied, we have generated the signal, that is 50 millivolts is having the amplitude, and the frequency we have calculated 1 kilohertz, and for this it has given around 2 volts, assume that. What is the input we have applied? 50 millivolts. Then what is the output we have? 2 volts means it is 2000 millivolts. We have applied the 50 millivolts and it has been producing 2000 millivolts. Then our target is to go for the frequency response of this amplifier. What is the starting frequency? 1 kilohertz. Then I should verify all the outputs from 0 to all the frequencies. We are at 1 kilohertz. At 1 kilohertz we have 200 millivolts. Then I should press the 0 frequency. The same signal only. Signal will be 50 millivolts only amplitude. But I am changing frequency. Frequency is nothing but number of oscillations in 1 second. That means what? Here 0 means no oscillations, no frequency. So that what will be the output again? We should verify. Then after 0, I am making the 100 hertzes. Then what will be the V out? We should calculate. And next one is 200 hertzes. What will be the V out? What is the formula to calculate the output? What is the formula to calculate the voltage from the CRO? What is the formula to calculate amplitude from the CRO? Number of vertical divisions into volts per division. That means what? By changing the frequency, we have to go through the calculation of amplitude at the output side. This is called frequency response. Frequency response in the fourth unit I have explained. Effect of negative feedback over the frequency response or the bandwidth. Bandwidth we have calculated. Bandwidth is what it is? Bandwidth is nothing but it is a range of frequencies over which the gain is maximum and constant. I have explained the frequency response in the third unit. Fourth unit. In the fourth unit we have discussed this is gain and it is a frequency. And here the gain is maximum and constant and we have identified this is F2 and this is F1. Bandwidth is equals to what we have? F2 minus EF1, that is nothing but the range of frequencies over which the gain is maximum and constant. This is about the frequency response of CE amplifier. Simple thing. First one, we must ready with the CE amplifier. If it is there in the kit, no problem. Otherwise, we must connect on the breadboard. This is step 1. We must ready with the CE amplifier circuit. After that, what we have to give? We have to give the input such that we must verify its output. If it is making the amplification, then you should calculate two things in the input side. What is? Amplitude and the frequency. Then you should calculate what is the output for that. Then coming to the input side, you should change frequencies and you should calculate the output. Frequency response is nothing but it is a response in the output with the input signal frequency variations. We are calculating the response in the output with respect to what? Input signal frequency variation, not amplitude. We are varying the frequency, we are studying the response in the output. That is called frequency response of CE amplifier. The same thing should be followed by the common source amplifier. We should have the common source amplifier on the breadboard. If you have on the kit, then that is well and good. If you are not having the common source amplifier, we should connect that is on the breadboard, and that is on the breadboard with the FET amplifier. FET, that is stands for field effect transistor, to which we have to give input signal. And if it is provided the amplified signal, then you should calculate what is the amplitude of this signal, what is the frequency of this signal. For this amplitude and frequency, then what will be the output? That is V out. Then I should come back to the input side. I should change the frequency 0, 100, 200 Hz, 300 Hz and up to 1000 Hz. Once you reaches the 1000 Hz, you have to go with the 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000 and up to 10,000. After 10,000, you must go with 20, 30, 40 like that. Like that, whatever you can get the maximum limit for the frequency, and for that applying those frequencies, you must calculate its response in the output. That is called frequency response of CE amplifier and as well as common source amplifier. Then we'll do the experiment then. CE amplifier. First we require to have CE amplifier. CE stands for common emitter amplifier. Then we are going with the 8th experiment, that is common source amplifier. Common source amplifier. This is a common source amplifier. RC coupled amplifier using JFET. This is 2-stage JFET amplifier, but in the syllabus we are having only first stage. Here to here only we need it. Right? This is a double stage RC coupled amplifier. We don't require the double stage, we require only single stage, here to here. Right? This complete circuit is what? Common source amplifier. See, this one source is common and it is grounded. Yes. So that it is called common source amplifier, to which we have to give the input. Input signal is what? Sinusoidal signal we must give from the function generator. This is the function generator. From this we have to give the input, and here onwards we must take the output, and the output must be from the CRO. Then all have to see. This is what it is, RC coupled FET amplifier, and we have to make use only single stage. This stage is needed. We don't want this part. So that here we should give the input, and from here onwards we must take the output. First of all, we must see the input on the CRO. See this one, input will be given from? Input will be given from the function generator. This is called function generator. See, function generator. Function generator which generates various functions, and it is generate the square signal and sinusoidal triangle. Function is nothing but signal only. So it is signal generator or the function generator, and I have connected one CRO probe for this. So first we must verify whether it is working or not. First turn on it is backside. So see this one, this is the output from the function generator, and this is the probe. I am going to connect the same function generator to the CRO. So this red wire is what? Positive. This is also positive. This black wire is what? Negative. This is also negative. Now see which signal the CRO is. Sinusoidal signal it is. Sinusoidal signal, and you can increase the amplitude also. Amplitude will be increased through the function generator, and frequency also change through the function generator. These are frequency, this is amplitude. See, if I change this one, amplitude also vary. Now it is giving what? Sinusoidal signal. This signal we have to give as an input for a, common source amplifier. Common source amplifier this is. If it is a good amplifier, obviously what it can do? It increases the strength of the signal. So that I should give this is as an input. First of all, I will go with the input signal calculation. What is the strength of the input signal? I will go. What is the strength of the input signal? I am going to calculate. and we have directly connected the function generator to the CRO, then you should calculate what? Input signal amplitude. Amplitude is equals to, what is the formula? Amplitude is equals to number of vertical divisions into volts per division. Vertical divisions, it is occupied in one division only. So one division into, then this is showing it what? 1. It is showing at 1. It is showing 1, so that 1 volts per division. Division cancel, 1 into 1 volt, that is 1 volts. What is the input we have been giving? 1 volt. At what frequency? See the reading of that frequency is about 1000. 1000 hertz means at 1 kilohertz. Is this clear? Signal strength is 1 volt and the frequency is about 1 kilovolts. Now the input signal is set, then we have to give that as an input for the amplifier circuit. If it is a good amplifier, obviously it makes the amplification. Then I am giving that to the amplifier circuit. See this one. This is positive, right? Red wire is positive. I am connecting here. Black wire is what? Negative. Black wire is negative, I am connecting here. And we don't require the second stage, right? We require only first stage. So that I am going for the first stage only. This is. See this one, positive is connected to positive. And here, negative will be ground, right? See, this is ground. Right? Then you should turn on this one.
Yes.
Second panel.
Volt at 1 kilohertz frequency. I'll show the input. What is the frequency? 1000 we should apply. 1000 hertz. See this one? I pressed it 1000 hertz. That is, it is showing 820, but it is 1000 only. 1000 hertz we pressed, and it is maximum of 1000 only. And what is the amplitude of signal? That is about amplitude of signal. We must set that is to 1 division only. Having 1 division and it is there at 1 volt only. 1 division into 1 volts per division will be 1 volt only. That is we are applying. Now this is the input and we are applying that as an input for the amplifier, and we'll verify its output there. This is the 2 wires which are carrying the sinusoidal signal with the 1 volts of amplitude at 1 kilohertz frequency. Now I am applying this as an input. These are the 2 input lines. This is red wire is positive, black wire is negative. We have connected the input now. Input is connected to the common source amplifier from the function generator. We have to verify the output at the CRO. So CRO, this is positive, and now the ground is connected and it is negative. See, earlier we have the signal is in 1 division only. Now we are unable to see that the total signal on the screen. So that what we can do, we can change this knob to down, so that The signal strength will not be changed, but the readings are going to, multiplication factor is going to change. Here 1 is there, right?
Yes.
Now I am changing to 2. So that signal strength will not be changed.
Yes.
Then count the boxes now. Count the boxes. Divisions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and half.
Yes.
5 and half into 2 here. 5.5 into 2, how much it is? 11 volts. What the voltage we applied? 1 volt we have applied. What is the output we will be getting? 11 volts we will be getting. So that it is acting as a amplifier, good amplifier. So that what we have to do? Then we should press the 10. Then we should again calculate it. Again we should press 100. We should calculate output. That means what? Again same number of divisions into volts per division. Then by pressing the 1000, again you should calculate. Then I'll go with the calculation. See. Then see this one, everyone has to see. Vi is equal so much. Vi we have applied 1 volt at frequency as 1 kilohertz. 1 kilohertz. Then V out, what we got? V out 11 volts we got. That how we got this is 5.5 divisions into 2 volts per division. Division cancel it. We got it is 11 volts. Now this is the statement we took. Now what we have to do? We have to go with the various frequency, serial number and frequency, then V out. Then I am changing the 0 frequency. Serial number 1, 0 frequency. That means what? I should press this one. I should press the 10. I should press the 10. Then I am pressing the 10. Now it is showing what? 8.27 hertz. But we require what? 0. So that I am making this is 0. Now it is 0. Now it is 0. 0.6 means 0 only. Then what is the signal? There is no signal. 0. Then press the 100. Press the 100 and it is showing what? 0.66. So that first you go with the 10. 10 hertz. This is 10 hertz. What is the signal? If you wanted to know the signal, then you can calculate from here to here. See this one? Here to here. 1, 2, 3 and 4.5. 4.5 into, we know that it is 2 only. That is 9 volts. Then 10 is completed. Then I must go with the 20. 20. Then this is 10 and this is 20. 20. You can go with the calculation from here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. Into 2 it is 11. Then likewise every 20 is completed, 30, 40 up to 100. After 100 you should go with the 200. 300 by pressing 1000. 1000 means what? We can have up to 1000. Then up to 1000 we can have. After 200, 300, 400, 900 and 1000. Then you have to press what? 10k. 1000 hertz means 1k, right? Then you should go with the 2k, 3k, 4k up to 10k. After that 100k is there. After 10k you should go with the 20k, 30k, 40k. Then last one is 1000k, that is 1 megahertz. Then you should get the output is, I will show you. Here from 0 to some kilohertz, output will be increases. From kilohertz to some few kilohertz, output will be constant. And even if you increase the frequency, output will be decreases. This is what? Frequency response. Then I will show the readings also. Frequency 0. Then he took 10, 50, 300, 500, 800, 1k, 10k, 50k. And all these he took and he calculated. See this one? Here to here 0, 0, 0 output. Output is 0. 300, 310, 310, 310, 310, 310, 310 and again reduce 300, 280, 260, 240, 220. That means what? In this region from here to here gain is maximum and constant. And here gain is less and here also gain is less. And this is called the bandwidth. Bandwidth is what? The maximum range of frequencies over which the gain is maximum and constant. See this, where the gain is maximum and constant? This 310 is the maximum and this 310 only constant. And before 310 it is 0 to 300. After the 310 and we are having the 300 to 220.
Yes, sir.
Is this clear? Then we can plot the graph is like this.
Yeah.
See this one? From 0 to 50 hertz it is increased. From 50 hertz to some kilohertz the gain is constant. After the kilohertz even if you increase, then the gain is decreasing.
Yeah, sir.
This is called frequency response of common source amplifier and common emitter amplifier also. Frequency response means it is a response in the output with respect to the frequency variations. Which frequency, input or output? Input frequency variation. By varying the input frequencies, we have been studying the response, that is in the output. That is called frequency response. In this, what we have to calculate? We have to calculate bandwidth, we have to calculate.
And the last F2 minus.
F2 minus F1. F2 is obviously is in kilohertz. F1 is the very starting one only. So that you will get the answer is also in the kilohertz. Then this is about frequency response of common source amplifier. If you are the procedure is, if you are good at the procedure, the same procedure will be applied for the common emitter amplifier also.
Yes, sir.
What we have to do? We should have the common emitter amplifier either on the breadboard or on the kit. And after that we must verify its functionality by applying one input signal. If it makes the proper amplification, we must calculate amplitude and the frequency of the input signal. And we should calculate output also.
Yes, sir.
What is the formula to calculate the amplitude from the CRO? Number of vertical divisions into volts per division. Then frequency F is equals to 1 by T. T is time period. What is the formula? Number of horizontal divisions into time per division. That is time. If you know the time, you can calculate frequency. Then this, whatever we said the input signal, we have to apply as an input for a common emitter amplifier. Then by changing the input signal frequencies, we must study the change in the
CR.
output. Output is what? Voltage or current? Voltage. That is in volts only, right? So that we can complete that one, and from the common emitter frequency response, common source amplifier frequency response, final what we have to calculate? Bandwidth we must calculate. That means what? From where to where the gain is maximum and constant, we must calculate. That is called frequency response. So with this, 7th and 8th experiments also completed, right? Then first remove this one and do by your own.